What is up, my friends? Calvin here from Simplero. I'm here with a breakthrough distinction insight that so many people that I share this with, they're just like, oh my God, you just made my life so much simpler. And that's kind of what we're all about here at Simplero. We make it simpler for you to do what you're here to do. So the concept is the 5 1s. I didn't come up with this. I believe it was Clay from Lead Pages who originally shared this. I've heard it retold many times from different people, but it is super powerful. And I guess the reason why I've heard it retold from so many people over so many years is because it's damn helpful. And so the idea is that until you hit $1 million a year in revenue, you need to focus on 5 1s. The problem that people have is they go all over the place with like thinking they need to do like Facebook ads and YouTube ads and post on social media all the time and influencer marketing and like sales calls and sales pages and funnels and like all the things. And they get so stressed out by all of it. And it's much, much simpler if you just focus on the 5 1s. So let's break it down for you. The 5 1s. Pardon my handwriting. And the 5 1s are: 1, dream client. Another word for this is avatar. Who is the person that you're trying to work with? That is your ideal client that you would most like to work with, your dream client. All right, number 2 is 1 offer. So a lot of people are chasing different, this is how people fuck this up, right? So they chase different avatars. So, well, I could work with stay-at-home moms, but I could also work with executives at Fortune 500 companies, or I could work with entrepreneurs. I could work with this type or that type or this type or that type. Pick one. Pick one. Once you hit $1 million, you can broaden out, but for now, pick one. This is my dream client. Trust me, there's enough of whoever it is, unless it's some really crazy esoteric thing. Number 2 is 1 offer. This is another mistake that I see people make all the time, is that they want to they want to offer courses, and they want to offer also these some coaching programs, and then they wanted to offer this other course and this other course, all these different things that they want to offer. Focus on one. In terms of your dream client, focus on someone who has money to pay, that is making a decent amount of money, so that whatever you do for them is going to have a high value for them monetarily, so they can pay you. In terms of offer, go with something that you can charge a premium price for, so that you don't need a ton of them, but you can actually get very far with just a few clients a month. Something that you can sell for $3,000, $5,000, $8,000 per client, so that you only need a few each month in order to make the numbers work and you actually making some decent money. So pick 1 offer. Actually, I wanted to say here, I want to stick with this one. 1 offer. 1 offer, 1 dream client. 1 traffic source. So this is another mistake that I see people make, right? Is they say, well, I need affiliates, and I also need influencer marketing, and then I need to do Facebook ads, and I need to use Instagram ads, and TikTok I've heard is like the new thing, and LinkedIn is also pretty cool. And so you go all over the place to try to generate traffic. You just need 1 consistent traffic source. Maybe you already built a big following on YouTube or Instagram. Use that. If you don't have a following, you probably want to get into ad territory, or unless you have a talent, a gift for organic social, which takes longer. But ads are faster. It depends on your budget and your appetite. But pick 1, and it can be a combination of organic and paid. Like the best way to do paid these days is to test things out organically, because social media has changed the algorithm. So now it's about the content, the creative, the individual post that determines what kind of reach it gets. And then as it gets reach, you see, oh, this actually worked. And now you can run that as a paid ad. That's a whole other conversation. But pick a place that you're going to be like, this is where I'm going to get my traffic from. The next one is 1 enrollment. Let me try to see if I can actually write that. 1 enrollment mechanism is what that says. What the hell does that mean? That sounds like a freaky fancy word. What it means is, how are you going to enroll people into your program? You can also say sales mechanism, conversion mechanism. The point is, people go from following you from being a lead, a prospect, into actually becoming a client when they pay you money. What is the mechanism that you use to make that happen? And you can do funnels, you can do sales pages, you can do sales calls or enrollment conversations, you can do sell by chat. Those are the big ones. Pick one. I love sell by chat to then an offer doc, which is something that I'm seeing a lot of people having a lot of success with because it's so lightweight. You don't need to schedule in your calendar and set aside time and like do all those different things. But pick one that's best for you. Again, people get confused and they think they need to do funnels. You don't need to do funnels until you've actually proven and validated everything and you're very far down the line, because building a funnel takes a lot of time and effort, and dialing that traffic in is like, it's a truck ton of work. So keep it simple. I love chat because I can do it asynchronously, and then when people are interested and qualified, I can just send them to a doc and it's just a quick, hey, I'm in. And then as they're in, it's like, great, let's move on to, here's a link to pay, and then they're in. So sell by chat and offer docs is my favorite, but point here is pick one. If you're great at sales calls and you've done that in the past, do that. If you're great at writing sales copy, do that. Yeah. But pick one and stick with it for, and this is the final one, 1 year. So it's not really a thing, but if you do these, one dream client, one offer, one traffic source, one enrollment mechanism, they can all work. Pick one of each and then stick with it for 1 year. And then the promise that Clay originally made is that you will, from this, be able to get to $1 million a year. You're going to be able to get to $1 million a year with just one dream client, one offer, one traffic source, one enrollment mechanism. You got to pick the dream client right so that they have money to pay you. You got to have an offer that's super compelling. You can tweak it over time, but the point is to focus on one and then make it better rather than try this and try that and be all over the place. Yeah. Traffic source, like pick one. If you like Instagram, do Instagram. If you love writing and like short form writing, pick X. If you love business stuff and you have more of a business audience, pick LinkedIn. Like whatever it is, just pick one that you actually like and where your audience is, and then stick with that and really focus on that. You can post to others. I do that too, right? Whenever we make a short form video, we post it to YouTube Shorts and to TikTok and to Instagram, but we're only focused on one or two platforms for me. And I have a team of 30, so I can go a little bit beyond this. But it's always just a really good idea to be really clear and really focused on where you on one thing, especially in the beginning. It's crucial. You have to. You do not have the resources, the experience to do any of this stuff at the scale that other people do. I have an example from my own life where I was doing a version of this in terms of what kind of business I wanted to start. So I did this Collaborate software for collaboration that was like based on open source. I did this Kachina software where we did CMS with community features. So like community-based CMS. So if you had a publication that was crafted by a community, then we would kind of mash the two together. I tried to get into independent media. I was doing some job board that had to do with rewarding people, net hunters, rewarding people who could make the introduction to the kind of person who would ultimately get the job. All these different businesses as a way to try to become successful. Quote unquote successful, whatever the hell successful means, right? That was one of the big misconceptions I had, was like, I thought successful just meant like, I don't know, rich and famous something, like someone that my parents would look up to or whatever. I didn't realize that we actually get to define for ourselves what the hell success means. It's a very important exercise to do. But for me, a huge turning point was when I connected with myself and was like, what do I care about? What do I want? Well, what I care about is integrating spirituality and entrepreneurship. So that whole spiritual side where you get to a place where it's like you're just in the zone and things are, you're getting out of your own way and you're connected to something larger and you're in the flow. I want to figure out how to do that with business so that my business is an extension of my purpose on this planet. And like, that's what I'm about. And that's when I got into coaching and started learning, digging into spirituality and learning to become a coach and all of that. And that's what led me to create Simplero, because I needed software for my own business. So from that moment, everything that I was doing fit into a picture, into one frame, because there was a unifying purpose behind it. And that made everything so much clearer and simpler. So for you, where you're at, pick one dream client, one offer, one traffic source, and one enrollment mechanism, and then stick with it for a year. If you need help deciding, I have 2 ways that I can help you. First, you're going to find here, wherever you're watching this, you're going to find other videos that talk about each of these elements and how to pick. And the second offer I have for you is, if you sign up for Simplero, my software, we're actually including right now coaching for free. So with your Simplero account, even on a trial, you're going to be able to get coaching directly with me in a group call that I do once a week or once every other week-ish, where I can help you with this. So 2 ways that I can help you. Go sign up for free trial on Simplero, totally free, and the coaching is included. It's insane. We're the integrated platform for your coaching, course, consulting business, service-based business. And because we're integrated not just in terms of all the features that you need, we do that, but we also include the coaching with the software because we want you to be successful. We want you to win so that you can go and help all the people that you're here to serve. That's my mission. That's our mission here at Simplero. So those are the 2 ways that I can offer to help you with these pieces. Go do this. You got this. I've got your back. And make sure that you go subscribe and follow me. And if there's a bell thing on your platform of choice, then go click that, because then you're going to find that you get all the videos from me. And I hope to be able to serve you for a long time so that you can do what you're here to do, so you can help others do what they're here to do. All right. Appreciate you being here. Talk soon. Bye.